Yo, this is Jay from Straight Smoke Gaming, and in today's video, we are bringing you another Madden Builds Us a Parlay. Big difference between this one and the other videos is that this is going to be with Sunday Night Football. As you guys know, if you guys have been following through the start, we've not been off to a good start. I believe we've only hit one in the first 10 weeks, so we're going to try to switch things up. We're going to go to Sunday Night Football for the majority of the season. We still will be doing like Thanksgiving and all that. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we did last week. And as you can see, we did not win. Chase Brown did not hit his yards. Deontay Johnson did not hit his receptions. Andre Yoshivas hit his. And in this Sunday Night Football, we have the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Oddly enough, the Bengals were in the last one. We did not hit with. So let's go ahead and see if we can hit with the Bengals in this game. So as you guys know, if you followed through the start of the season, we do not bet on spread or anything. But if you like to do that, the Chargers are going to be your team. They end up winning by 7 points. We bet on player props. So let's go ahead and take a look at how players did. Justin Herbert, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interception. Has a 76 completion percentage. Pretty good game for Herbert. Two scores, no turnovers. I would say that I could live with that, especially with the new look Chargers offense that is running the ball a lot. Joe Burrow, on the other hand, he threw us for 160, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Only has a 57 completion percentage. This was a really bad game for Burrow. If they're going to win, he cannot do that. Taking a look at the rushing stats, J.K. Dobbins, 10 attempts, 35 yards. You got Justin Herbert, 4 attempts for 7 yards. And DJ Chark down there with 1 attempt for -2 yards. Overall, not a good game. If the Chargers want to lean on the run game, you're going to want your starting running back to average more than 3.5 yards a carry. Taking a look next at the Cincinnati Bengals, you got Chase Brown, the new lead back, 11 attempts, 26 yards. The touchdown saves his day because 26 yards from your lead back's not good. Joe Burrow, 7 attempts, 35 yards, no touchdowns. Then you got T. Higgins down there with 1 rush attempt for 1 yard. Next, we're going to take a look at receiving, starting with the Cincinnati Bengals. You got Mike Gesicki, 5 receptions, 51 yards, no touchdowns. T. Higgins, 4 receptions, 37 yards, no touchdowns. Jamar Chase, he had 3 receptions for 30 yards and no touchdowns. And Andre Yoshivas, 3 receptions, 36 yards, no touchdown. And then you got Drew Sample down there with 1 reception for 6 yards and no touchdowns. One thing I want to point out is T. Higgins should be back this week, so that'll help the Bengals offense. And also, I would hope Jamar Chase is going to have more than 3 receptions. He's your wide receiver 1. If he does only get 3 receptions, that's probably not going to be a good recipe for the Cincinnati Bengals. Next up, we're talking about the Chargers receiving. Starting off with Josh Palmer, 3 receptions, 44 yards, no touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 3 receptions, 33 yards, no touchdown. And you have Lad McConkey with 3 receptions, 43 yards, and he gets that touchdown score. That's big. That'll be something to look out for. Hayden Hurst, 2 receptions for 20 yards and a touchdown. Another thing to look out for. Hayden Hurst, he's kind of an underrated tight end in my opinion. Will Dissly, 1 reception for 14 yards. And then you got DJ Chark down there with 1 reception for 28 yards. So we have some interesting things here. We did not have a good run game, really, and the passing numbers really weren't that good either. So it'll be interesting to see what we can do here for a parlay. And first thing we're going to pick is the over on Josh Palmer's receiving yards. The next thing is going to be the over on Mike Gesicki's receiving yards. And the final leg to this parlay that we put in is going to be the under on Chase Brown rush attempts. So now let's take a look at it more in depth. So Chase Brown, he cannot get 16 rush attempts. Mike Gesicki needs 32 receiving yards, and Josh Palmer just needs 31 receiving yards. We bet $10 on that to win 50. And I mean, I'll take it. I mean, as you've heard at the beginning of the video, we are struggling with this series. We are not making a lot of money. Like I said, we only hit that one parlay at the beginning of the year. I believe it was the Giants and Cowboys we hit the parlay for that week. But like I was saying, we're going to try to switch it up, try to go to Sundays a little bit more. We still will be doing Thanksgiving and maybe a Black Friday one. But for the most part, if there's no holidays around, it is mainly going to be Sunday Night Football. The whole point of this series is to try to make back our money from Madden, the $70 copy and paste game that you buy every year. So we're going to try to use the game to see if we can make some money off of it to help cover the cost that we give EA every year buying this game. And just it doesn't make sense to kind of stick with the same one that's not working out because as you can see there, we're only up $10. For this to be a good video or a good series, we would theoretically we'll want that over $70 just like the game cost. So, I mean, we still have a long season. It is only week 11. We got some weeks to catch up. But as of right now, we were not going in the right direction. That's why we're switching to Sunday. We will try to get these videos up on Saturday if we are going to be doing a Sunday Night Football one. But when it comes to this video, that's all we got. So if you enjoyed, please remember to like and sub for more Madden content, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.